Yes, sir. Yeah, well, we don't know what's up with it.
Yeah. You gotta get it applied to code 4.
Okay. Yeah, I think it looks like we're back. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Ready to declare the state action report with county, and we'll go assist. Great, you copy.
Back on patrol, I think.
I think so.
I don't know what's going on, but hopefully it's just the phone overheating. You know what I'm thinking we'll do, though? I'm thinking about this. Next time we'll put the phone in without the case on.
Ah, that's a good idea.
I bet you the case causes the heat to stay internalized.
That's a very good idea. I think we should do that right now.
Let's try it.
All right, folks.
Well, we're gonna stay alive. We're gonna try putting this case. We're gonna try taking this case off. Pat's gonna slide it out. Oh, it started.
Good idea.
We're not, like I said, we're not totally electronic geniuses. What you see is what you get here. That's got to be better. But this is a really good case I have on this phone. In fact, we had difficulty even getting it off. But it's got to hold in a lot of heat. And it might even obstruct the transmission. Who knows? Let's see what happens there, huh?
Yeah.
I don't think we lost contact. There's a couple pictures of your thumb. There we go.
Well,
obviously, hopefully people will come back after that, but we'll just keep getting smarter about this. Someone did suggest that an enhancer or a cell
booster.
cell booster. I'm not even sure how those things work, but we're looking at trying to get one. The thing is, I think it has to go around the phone, and our holder is already around the phone, so we gotta find one that would be a little better. So we're southbound on Rice Street at Cook, right by Dar's Double Scoop. Looks like Dar's closed at 10 tonight, so it's pretty dark in there right now. Hope your friends will come back, and maybe if you reshare this second, we did go to a second stream, so you might have to reshare it to get people the link in case they want to be hooked up to the link. What do we got here?
30 Baker Street, Unit 5. Cops can hear yelling and screaming and banging in the apartment.
Oh, somebody with a...
Little handicap assistance there?
Yep.
Maybe we'll just sit here and block the road for them to make sure they don't get hit.
Copy, I'm green, quick.
We're just going to block the road for you. You bet.
Yeah,
No problem.
It is.
Hi.
Well, we... Hey! Oh, brother. Well, that was nice.
Yeah.
Kind of. She's giving her mom or grandma a ride home. Helping you get in.
Rather exuberant young lady.
Yeah, wave her back to say hi if you want.
You want to come say hi to the...
Tell her she looks good.
You look great. You look great. All right. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice people.
Yeah.
Phone call request.
Got a nice bubbly personality. Huh?
Oh, yeah, it just
Yeah.
made me feel good.
I just appreciate people like that, you know. I'm just friendly and outgoing.
Why not
Nice.
be, you know?
Just so you know, if we ever run into anybody else, that's an example of upbeat people that make the world a better place, right?
Absolutely.
Upbeat people that make the world a better place. Well, let's see what
Be
this-
kind.
let's see what this truck
Just
was
be
doing, pulling
kind.
off a Simcoe and then going down.
And I'll show you en route at 2259.
Yeah, one thing I was going to say, if there's, you know, I don't know how many lives we'll do over the holiday weekend, but for those of you that watch on YouTube, there are some additional broadcasts that are on Facebook, because we started this on Facebook on July 24th. It's kind of fun for me. I went back and watched the
July 24th.
July 24th. Well, I went
Wow.
back and watched the very first one.
Squad 329 and 323.
I didn't talk much, did I?
You weren't in that one
Oh.
because it was an experiment until we got you in there. Then we knew we had something special.
1739 Old Hudson, Muscle 6.
Anyhow, no, July 24th or 7th. And it wasn't until October that we started YouTubing. I mean, you and I had been together before that, but October we started, I think October 18th, so it's only
Okay.
been a couple months of YouTube. But there are several other live on patrols on Facebook. Some people don't like Facebook, but it doesn't take you anything just to make an account to go look at it. It's all in the public domain. You don't have to be friends with anybody. But there are a bunch more on Facebook, and we're not going to download those on YouTube. We're just going to... We want to make YouTube...
The wife heard in the background requesting an ambulance.
We want to look at that plate on that one.
Which one?
That far left one.
This left?
Yep, that's not what we were looking for. That's okay.
That's another nature of his injuries.
Apparently they're closed.
Copy.
Let's close at 11, huh?
Yeah.
Captain, I'll let you know.
These hours change all the time.
361.
Anyhow, the point is, if you want to go back, there's a lot of information in those early ones that we don't like to repeat. You know, streets, etc.,
Copy,
geography,
23.
and you know, you don't, nobody has to know who you are. You don't have to leave any comments, but you can watch the old ones on Facebook. And just go to the Live on Patrol, not on my page. We have all of the old ones, every single one, on the Live on Patrol Facebook page. So if you just go to Facebook and
Yeah, I like that page, and I think it gives you the option to follow the page.
yeah, but you can watch it without liking or following it.
Right.
You know, you can still. But I went back and watched the very first one because I got to be honest with you. Pat and I are both really appreciative, but amazed at how many people watch. Right?
Yeah, we had no idea.
But I got to tell you, the first day, this is a true story. The first day I started, I was up on Marshall and Dunlap. And I had thought about this for, in the past. First of all, I always worked the street, so I always thought, hey, this would be good if the public could understand what we're seeing. But since George Floyd's death, everything that happened in June and July had really bothered me about the way people were thinking about us and officers I work with. But even so, that very first day in July 24th, I was sitting there on Dunlap thinking, am I actually going to do this? I was thinking, I don't have to do it. Am I actually going to start broadcasting live? Because it's a very strange concept.
Oh, yeah.
And the fire dispatcher struggle with the caller, so nothing.
I said, okay. I remember talking to myself and saying, let's do it.
Okay,
and
thank you.
You can watch the very first one.
You're welcome. 23.
You don't know what you're narrating, how you do it by yourself. And thankfully, a couple people rode with me, and then you and I started riding together, and it's been great ever since. It's so much better to have a partner that you trust, and with my wife is completely confident with you being here because of the safety issue.
Oh, that makes me feel good.
Yeah, no, she knows you, and I know you, and
Copy 1725.
but I just mentioned that there's a bunch of older ones that aren't on YouTube that are on Facebook that it's like you can watch the evolution of the broadcasts from now to we're up to number 72. I think it's probably, some of them are double, so it's probably up to 40 different days. But should tell the Beetle to put his lights on, or does he got them on now?
Nope, not yet.
Oops, what do we got here? When they stop coming in, it's 573 ULJ. Besides the lights, see if you can get a conversation.
Roll your window.
320 en route to check
What?
the suspicious vehicle. 10
Oh, okay. Might want to turn your headlights on.
Parked all
Sir.
day,
I think
occupied time.
You just did, yeah.
Oh, you did?
Listen,
You got them on now?
Hey, I got a question for you. I got a question for you. I didn't know that Harley Davidson made a bug.
At 2304.
You do?
At the park that day, you said you was gonna bring us some lobster tails and steaks.
We
brought 'em.
did.
We brought them down the next day.
You weren't there.
I missed it.
We brought a bunch of steaks, hamburgers, buns.
We didn't bring lobster tails, but we did bring steaks.
I remember y'all.
Hey, are you doing better now? You got a car?
My hair?
Oh,
I
yeah.
love your hair. Hey, but you got a place to live now?
Yeah, no.
Not yet?
I got Section 8 because but everybody keep denying me. So they keep extending it. I need to find me a landlord that'll take me for my Section 8.
We might be able to help you. I don't think I have a card. Let me just check. But I want you to call me next week, because navigating that system is a pain in the ass. Huh?
Do you have a phone?
Here, I got one.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, what's your first name?
Sean.
Sean, call me, because I have an expert on navigating systems, and it's very hard. My cell phone number is on there.
All right.
It's Bob Fletcher.
All right.
Well, if you bet. Have a good night.
Take care.
Small world we got, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious. We're gonna help Sean out. He seems like he's sober. He's got a vehicle. He's just
Needs a break.
needs some little help navigating the system. And I gotta tell you, navigating that system, my wife, who is an angel, of course, when it comes to helping people,
Yes, she
been
is.
helping somebody get through that system.
419 Front Avenue on a DOC.
Oh my
Inside the
God.
building on the staircase, refusing to leave. The black male in his 40s, 5'7", heavy build, wearing a brown
Sled
jacket.
329-323, medics are not.
Was that
responding at this time.
409 front?
Problem evidence.
Let's just
Hang on here.
I might as well run there as long as we're in the area and not tied up.
Clear system. 975.
I've got a feeling there's some background.
Copy 27 very quick.
Well, we should be up there in the area in case something goes wrong. I don't understand some of those. Anyhow, people need navigators to get through the system. How's that camera? Okay.
Yeah, we're looking good.
Send me target. Cancel 2363. Looks like it's GOA. They're not GOA. Copy 63.
Copy.
We're gonna have to go to M&H too, right?
I think so.
Anyhow, that gentleman had been homeless
Copy 203.
and is trying to get a place. Those are exactly the kind of people the system should be helping. And, I'm going to put our
2309.
crack crew on that on Monday. It shouldn't be that difficult for a guy to get a place to sleep if he's got a voucher.
Clear, guys.
2309.
We do a callback, please. See if they're on the Range Street side of this complex or the Marion side.
Copy.
Can I push that?
Yeah. You want warmth or cold?
That's fine. That's fine. Oh, is that air?
Well, there was. But
Oh, let's
either
put it-
way-
let's
either
put it
way-
back up
No,
there.
it's either way. It was only 67 degrees, but trying to keep that phone cool. But see, the thing is, the phone's on your side, so only you have to be cold.
419.
Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry, I was thinking we're at Western. Thank you.
And information for squads are now past with LTAP 1.
Bondway Bear coming up to 36.
Oh,
Top on like
you're going to?
You go ahead. White Bear in 36 is what I heard last, right?
Yep.
You got LTAC 1 or are you on?
Yeah, I got it. I'm about to be there.
I copy. Assault Bondway Bear at 36 at a red light. When I find a better spot, I'll light him up.
cops alert or something?
Not
Stop
sure.
on White River, red light, 36.
You should see what it was here.
Copy, I'm preloaded.
I'm gonna find out right now. Maplewood Falling is
Highway
stolen.
34 with
Sorry, can we get a camera person location?
Well,
Driver appears to be looking around quite a bit.
if he gets through Larpenteur,
driver appears to be looking around.
he can't go anywhere but Maryland.
Squad 375.
There's a lake there. So we'll hope he's coming this way.
737, I can call it for now if you want.
Ambulance has 373 with a camera.
Copy, I'm gonna make a stop once we get past the curves.
That's the what?
Once he gets past the curves, that would be up by Cope.
We'll try to make a stop past the curve.
Oh, I thought he said he was at. Oh, he's at 36. Okay.
Thank you.
Well, in that case, he
I'll be lighting them up just south of County Road B-Boy.
Copy, letting up south of County Road, B-Boy.
that's my neighborhood.
Seven 3 stopped in the left lane.
Stopped in the left lane.
We'll see if he stops. Sometimes they wait for you.
4450 for the plenty of help.
They wait for you to get out of the car.
Copy,
and then
plenty
they
of
jump
help,
out.
at 2313.
Sounds like they did get him stopped though.
Yeah, sounds like it.
7-3 vehicle at gunpoint giving commands.
One at gunpoint giving commands.
It's kind of a new thing, isn't it? Announcing that you have the party at gunpoint.
Yeah.
Squad 51.
We didn't really do that, you know. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out exactly the.
Yes, Squad 213 on a disturbance. 252 King Street for
I
loud
mean, I'm
music
sure there's
playing for a little
sound
summer now.
logic to it, but
Copy.
That's my 213.
Seven 3 drivers out of the car. Cooperative for now.
Drivers out of the car, cooperative for now.
Well, we know how that goes sometimes when you get the driver out.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that last? Couldn't copy.
Stop at White Bear and Burke.
Copy, stopped at White Bear and Burke.
Stand by, I'll take it.
Copy. Bird Uranium 2314.
it's got to stop raining pretty soon, right, Pat?
I sure hope so.
Well, look, maybe it's raining worse over.
Squad 210.
9173 vehicles clear. You dropped the patch for code 4.
Okay.
Copy, vehicles clear. Dropping the patch with
Well,
LJAP.
Maplewood successfully got the stolen stopped and the people in custody. I'm gonna go to 1 on mine.
Okay.
Negative response 2316.
570, cancel 283.
So we're eastbound on Maryland,
283, clear.
just past Payne, working our way toward Arcade.
Copy, no VAC.
We do have a call we're going to slide into, but
16.
still impending.
When they're impending and haven't been dispatched, we don't like to put the address out. You know what we did?
What do we do?
We missed York again.
Oh, dang it.
That's the nature of the business, though. You know. Keep having to go different places.
Jeez, we just drove through Maryland and Arundel.
So I just had a
300, I'll be over 373.
hit and run from Maryland and Arundel.
300, copy 2317.
It's the same car that's been there for 4 days. You know that one I'm talking about?
I know the
That
one you're
silver
talking
one
about.
there.
The guy who still doesn't know where McDonald's is.
Our radios are a little slower, quiet right now. But
A lot of pending calls. Just the radio's quiet because they don't have anybody to dispatch to the calls. They're all tied up.
well, it's going to wear the officers out too eventually. That's already happened in Minneapolis.
Yep.
You're just exhausted over there.
Thirty-seven, 300. Just in the upper level of 91 rating. Doors open.
283.
283.
Anyone 7th Street, Unit 809 on a DOA.
Those are never fun calls.
No.
Copy.
DOA, of course, stands
2319.
for well, technically it's an old term for dead on arrival, I guess, but it means someone died. And usually those are dispatched, usually they're natural deaths of old people that die and heart attacks, sudden heart attacks. But it's no fun when the family is there and their loved one just passed away, and you need to help them calm themselves and call some other loved ones and get some religious support there. And I would just say, and while you're waiting for the medical examiner or the funeral home to show up, you have a deceased person in the house with the family. It's just
Very emotional scene.
This is probably the worst call.
522, you're confident en route to the back door.
I'm pretty sure we'd all rather go to shooting calls than be there.
Go for 523.
We try to do our best to comfort the family, but it's just hard, when you can comfort them better once the person is being removed at the funeral home, but for that time that you're there alone, it's a good half hour of just being alone with the family.
Right.
So
At least a half hour.
and you don't see those types of calls in television shows.
No.
Right?
No.
I mean, that's the thing.
Good.
Showing Dwayne Ramel Holmes, 4 of 90 with a felony.
Yes.
Drugs, body only.
All right. Well, yeah, we're gonna.
I'll let you know in a second. I'm just doing some research.
The clearance call.
Copy.
What is it? It's good to know.
184 traffic.
We can make the call.
24.
Western Van Buren, Echo Zebra Uniform 307.
Happy 122.
110 traffic.
I don't know. I think we're gonna do.
HQ.
I am really actually going to stop
In the alley up.
and find out what part of town it's not raining at, because I know it wasn't raining like this over in the west sector.
Foxtrot Juliet, Echo 911. Copy at 23.
The east side has got the rain
Happy
tonight.
2322.
367, copy.
Let's just take a look at
23.
let's take a look at the weather radar. See if we can improve our
See if it's going to go away.
chances. Well, it says it's 34 degrees out. That's probably part of the problem. A little bit of the hazing.
362, copy your route to the.
Well, here's the good news. The sun sets at 4:31 today.
23.
We're coming up on the shortest day of the year pretty soon. Oh yeah, we got here now. I can see what's going on here now.
128, I can see your shots fired.
See, it's
110.
most of this stuff is on the east of us, right? East side.
128 copy on a sergeant. Also copy Avon and Charles.
Avon
One
and
caller
Charles.
and 1 shot fired.
So we definitely should stay in the western part of the city.
I agree.
That's where there's less
Okay,
rain
go
over
ahead.
there. All right, east side. Sorry, we're going to go where there's less rain.
That's what we're going to ask for.
How's that for a patrol decision? And there's a shots fired at Avon and Charles, which is probably a legit shots
Copy.
fired.
Did you copy the return?
This one mine?
Yes, sir.
312.
Yeah, go ahead.
The RO name matching has a warrant, violent tendencies. Looks like it's prior assault with a deadly weapon.
It's not
Out
like
of a different state,
it's
not
not like
same
we
party.
haven't been on the east side
That's
the majority of our shifts or anything.
Yeah, true that.
We're not sliding the east side.
Squad 100.
But you did say the Q words, so by the time we get to west, it'll
23,
probably start popping over here.
Alright, 4 on code 4, I'll be on this for a minute though.
Copy code 4 2325.
You know, one of the you remember last year when there was that party shot over on the east side and the squad couldn't find him right away because he was a block or two over. I don't know if you remember.
Oh.
So he laid there and then somebody drove up on him and came across him. There was shots fired call. People couldn't find him.
320.
The bottom line is services
Charlie Romeo.
were delayed to that gentleman and he ended up passing away
Yes.
because nobody knew where the shots fired were coming from exactly and the squads circulated the area. Well, I just want to mention that the squads had a difficult time finding the gentleman that got shot on Selling University because Selling University is obviously got 4 major spokes to it, and the thing is you can't really rely on a guy that's been shot to give you too much coherent information.
Right.
But imagine if he wasn't able to even call, all right? If he's not able to even call and he's in a car, think how long the delay would be then.
And I think he was the only caller.
He was. So, and the squads, when they got there, they couldn't find him. They were thought maybe he would be on a street somewhere. And it wasn't until they found him in the car that they realized. Here's my point. Those are two classic examples of where ShotSpotter would help in the timeliness of a response and potentially help us get services to that gentleman faster and get him to the hospital faster.
Absolutely.
But I'm not saying there was a direct relationship, but I'm just saying that time and time again, cops are driving around looking for where the shots might have been fired from. Even like this call on Rainey, the ShotSpotter would tell you within 30 feet, you know which house it's coming from. So we can't, I mean, I can't let that issue die, really. And I know that the county board is not going to be supportive of this initiative, but because the city council won't support it and the mayor's not supporting it, we are going to put it in as a proposal from the county.
I like that
In
idea.
a capital improvement budget.
You can disregard the hit.
And the capital improvement committee is made up of half of civilians and then half of county staff. And typically what happens is the civilians love crime reduction
He's 44 years
strategies,
old. Squad 110, are you guys code 4?
and then the staff are forced to do what the county manager tells them. And that's the truth, and I've been doing this for 18 years. So,
You know.
So I'm just telling you, that's unfortunate that I don't expect it to get a lot of support, but I can't stop. If there's technology out there that can make us safe and get services there quickly and help cops and officers solve crime, we should all be moving forward toward doing that.
Yeah, and save lives.
Squad 367.
467?
And a squad with just one.
221.
Push the comp against the wall.
Copy, you copy there at 1060 arcade.
Make me permanent.
Copy at 2329.
322, copy. 2229.
213.
362, clear advised. You cancel 369, we'll go 322.
Squad 213, go ahead. Hey guys, 221. Copy 283, go ahead.
367, contact the medics and have them send somebody down to
Copy,
the
be advised, midnight EOT.
Copy at 2329.
Copy that.
Well, if
361.
we stayed over here, I was going to hit the Speedway or the M&H. But now that we're going over to the rain-free zone.
The rain-free zone.
Yeah, trust me, it's
Training
coming back.
Walsh, you make me a PCN. Charlie called
Oh, it's true. When we were over here, we weren't having
Bud
these
Kraling.
issues.
Remember Bud Kraling?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he knew your dad, probably.
Oh, very well.
Yeah. I was watching Tom Hanneman passed away.
Copy, Dranium and
Oh,
Walsh
really?
unoccupied,
And
2330.
they were showing some pictures of him with Dave Moore and Ralph and Bud and all the old
Bravo
newscasters.
534,
910 and 171.
Dave Moore was a classic.
Bravo 543.
One of a
Copy
kind.
at 2330.
Love that guy. We had some good news. Don Shelby, one of the awesomest newscasters. Don Shelby.
2330.
People just
Medics responding for a pick.
Affirmative.
let me ask you something.
Copy.
Do you see any rain on our window?
I'll tell you. You've got a good weather app.
Dave Dahl trained me well. I'll clean them one more time, and I think they're going to clean up good. Who's that? Oh, we better go back and say hi to that gentleman.
Definitely.
We better go back and say hi. Oh, sorry. Well, I'm coming back to say hello.
Red 820 was caller anonymous.
get hit in the process. But
So if you didn't see, we're being flagged down here.
Negative.
where did he go?
There he is.
How are you? Good. We'll turn around. We'll come over on your side.
Yeah, we're not finding anything out here.
You know, it's all about connecting with the community, folks.
Copy.
And at the same time, not getting hit.
How are you? Good.
How are you?
Miller.
Huh?
Joe Miller.
Joe, how are you, buddy?
Hi, Joe. I'm
Good to
Pat.
see you.
Hey, Pat, how you doing? We're
Good.
My mom's in there watching.
Oh, is she right in there?
She's in there watching. She's gonna get a kick out of this.
Oh. What's your mom's first name?
Linda.
Linda. Linda, we're so glad that you're watching.
How you guys doing tonight?
We're good.
Very good.
We appreciate the friendship. Who's over there?
Is yelling Bob around here?
Somebody else is
I
yelling.
hear somebody yelling, hey, Bob.
Ah, well, thanks for watching. Thanks for
Yeah.
appreciate your friendship.
Thanks
a
for
lot.
waving us down.
Thank you.
Take care,
Thank you.
Joe.
Can you please let us know when medics are close? We'll walk them down.
Oh, that was nice of Joe to come out.
Yeah.
Say hi to us. His mom's in there watching. That was very nice, very kind. Nice. Thanks for greeting us, Joe.
Those are feel-good moments.
So remember, we're heading over the West District, principally because there was a shots fired at Avon and Charles. That's probably legit. And secondarily, because there's less rain over here.
And squads have been on scene there for a while. If you're wondering why we're not rushing to get over there, it's not an in-progress call, but squads are dealing with it.
And just so you didn't get a chance to see Joe and his mother. I think they live there on Maryland, but I'm not sure if Joe does. But it's a different Joe than our other analyst that we call. We have an analyst, crack analyst named Joe Miller also.
And that was not that Joe Miller.
Just equally as friendly.
Yes.
Maybe more so.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the other Joe Miller is like an expert on gangs, intelligence.
Pontiac Van, Minnesota 875 Lima Kilo, X-ray left on Kellogg. Parties ran through the parking lot down Smith towards the hospital.
I didn't quite catch that. I hope that you will check out that information on the CAD of what's going on downtown there.
Yeah, what was that location?
I don't know, down by the hospital downtown. Central.
Bravo 210 EOT.
Bravo 210. Your friend John McManus must have the night off. He's working off duty.
Looking up that call.
It just seems like later than 11:30.
Really does.
But it's probably the cold darkness of it all.
It is definitely cold
But our
and it is
windshield
definitely dark.
is clear.
Well done, bud.
Well, no, it's not just for our viewers. It's for me as well. You never did turn that wiper on.
Okay, it was 145 Smith. Suspicious activity 10 minutes ago. 4 to 5 people jumped out of older blue Pontiac van, and it is a stolen.
Oh, well, there you have. Maybe it's the big van from before.
This is a blue one.
Okay.
Blue Pontiac van, 875 Lima Kilo Extra.
Which means they'll probably try to steal another one, right?
That might have been what they were up to.
Well, let's... So that's kind of a landlocked area with the freeway there.
Squad 300.
They might have a hard time.
300. Looks like Medic 4 should be pulling up shortly.
Yeah, good. Let's go down there.
Copy, thank you.
Towards Kellogg?
You're welcome. 2337.
Yeah, because, but I mean that area there, you got the freeway on the north side.
Oh, they
And-
left it there.
No, but as far as them running.
Right. Oh,
I'm
absolutely.
not saying running. So,
One in a black jacket with a white hood, one in a red jacket.
I mean, there aren't a lot of places they can escape to down there.
Right.
But I do know one. So I'm gonna know that walk bridge that goes over the
Squad
freeway there.
323.
Mm-hmm.
323. You back 320 on a 911.
Let's see if we
In the area of 661 to 720 Root Street North, within 28 meters. Sounds like a male talking about not being able to turn.
Just to advise the Tom would like the phone call back.
Copy. Trying to reach into the shifter and take off. Passengers multiple warrants and an off-key violation.
So that's in Maple.
North St. Paul.
North St. Paul, yeah. So we'll
Yeah,
let them
a lot of
handle that.
cars coming.
323, copy. 2330.
Well, let's find these kids that stole the car.
Yeah.
They're probably going to be trying to steal another one.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Black jacket, white hood, red jacket, unknown clothing on the other. So we're looking
well,
for.
the red jacket, oh, that was the kid that was arrested for the murder. So it's not him.
So we're looking
113.
for 4 or 5 people together.
113.
Investigate. McCoven. Code 4.
Hold on, McKelvin, code 4, 2339.
110, clear on CAD with 185.
Copy, 2339.
Alright, so
This must be the van.
then which way did they run?
It just says
Toward the hospital or not?
it didn't say.
Well, it didn't say.
So
I thought originally they said something about toward the hospital. Maybe that was on the... Well, you're probably not running this way, right?
unless they're looking for a running car.
Oh, good point. I do want to. I want to go check out where that bridge is before we go any further here. Across the freeway. I've dealt with that know where they're going. That's the bridge they hit. Here. I don't know if these kids would know where they're going.
210.
Two-10.
52 King Street West, non-escorted rising group of 5 parties outside physically fighting.
So this was stolen from the 1200 block of Park.
Okay.
So
I wonder if we can find out when. I wonder if it's stolen by the kids that ditched their car. Remember? Oh.
well, now there's 5 people fighting at 252 West King.
Well, let's go there then. But this is the bridge that most people would run across, but if you knew where you're going.
Right.
Was that 262?
222.
But odds are, if these kids they ran downtown to the,
We'll be clear here in a second.
they'd go downtown to the bus stop, right?
Mm-hmm.
210 there.
So run down there first, check the bus stop out,
Copy, thank
and
you.
then we'll go over to
175, copy.
the King.
Yourself,
address.
You're right.
123, good man. We're off the area, 280 University Avenue. Caller advising that yourself. Male party was identified in a white SUV that disconnected. Initially gave the address of Wendy's, but then also said it was near Exxon gas station before disconnecting. Voicemail and multiple callbacks. 100 copy.
Kind of amazing how much there is going on when everything's closed, huh?
2342.
What was that gun called?
On University Avenue, she thought it was by Wendy's, but then she said Exxon station.
Hmm.
So I don't know which. Where's the Exxon station up
I
there?
have no idea.
Let's just see what happens. Most kids are familiar with the bus stop, but you're probably right. They probably had another car. But you know, the thing is, it'd be nice to know what the suspicious activity was.
That was actually it. They just parked and jumped out of it.
Oh, then they had another car. I didn't know if they were scared off or what.
Maybe they ran out of gas.
Thank you. Just gotta say thank you to the people that are actually doing the work.
Bravo 147.
Oh, that was the Wendy's up at
12600.
University in Fairview.
Okay.
That's a long ways.
128.
We're at domestic 644 Thomas Avenue. Caller advising that the messenger received a message from their daughter saying that her father just assaulted her aunt. Medics are being requested.
I must have cleaned the streets. They're looking good. Right?
Mhm.
128, copy.
23 for you. We'll get you.
It's pretty dead down here, huh?
Yeah.
Here's Joe, and you can't do the squads. We'll take that domestic.
26 want to make the street there.
126, copy. It's near that shop up there.
Red jacket, but
Yeah,
so
we don't really have enough.
Copy, sure you're on 1585 Randall's Avenue with the Walgreens for male possibly shoplifting. Had a cart full of items described as a 15-year-old
Oh,
black male, medium male, wearing all black
Walgreens. I
clothing.
got hit again.
2345.
1589 Randolph, Walgreens. I mean, they shoplift every day down there.
You know, I didn't actually hear the call, and I don't have details, but one of the CVS's on Grand Avenue had an armed robbery tonight.
Oh, jeez.
I'm sorry for the one on University.
I don't know how anybody makes money just letting people
Negative.
walk
Only
out
description we have is a white SUV.
with carts full of stuff.
Copy. I like that's in the call.
I didn't really pay attention to the red lights much today.
Negative, that plate is going to be by one of the squads that was during Pendulum the vehicle.
So where are we going to? 272 East or West King?
252 West King.
West King.
We're going to go take a right on Plato.
2045. Copy.
Maybe the Holiday down here is open.
Yay.
Hey. That guy's going to the call too, probably.
Mm-hmm.
He might be going up the other way.
We're going up Ohio Hill.
Hold on, 222.
Good to know. Thank you for navigating that. I wouldn't have gone that way. This King is close, but
Just advising on the second caller with regards to that fight. Our initial call back saying the victim as well as two of the suspects got into a vehicle that pulled up. Described as a white four-door left northbound on Carlton.
interesting.
Clear right.
We're still going that way, huh?
2347.
Did they say the suspects and the victim left in that vehicle, or?
260 copy.
I don't think so.
287.
There we go. What are we looking for?
White vehicle.
166.
White van?
Just said vehicle.
Well, a lot of them are coming down the hill.
167.
Oh, I see a car in the middle of the hill.
167.
Oh,
You can change my call to DOC, cleared assisted.
We might not be able to make it
Copy
up the hill.
176.
Looks like there's something
Any
cool.
additional permanent EOT?
Oh, that cop.
Oh yeah, it looks like we can. There's a
279 copy.
just
Any
one
additional?
lane below. Closed
We'll
off.
see.
Have a good night. 2347.
This is the way they'll come down if they flee.
221. I'll be around 210 6 information.
I'm sorry, can I get the location again?
1060 arcade.
Copy 1060 Arcade at 2348.
Okay.
684.
Should be about a half a mile to King, and then we take a left.
664.
You can see a team myself and all other POs. Thank you. Have a good night.
684, have a good night at 2346. Copy 327 Aurora Avenue. Caller advised of a male party walking early outside.
Hey!
Corridors described as a.
We'll be back. We gotta go to a fight call.
We'll be back.
Thank you.
173. I'm advised over with them.
Copy.
We love to stop, but sometimes when we're heading to fight
110,
calls,
go ahead and cancel them, or it's not that far.
Be about. I think it's the next
we
one.
gotta stop. We gotta go to that fight call, make sure everybody's okay,
Thank you.
and we'll come back.
173.
It's King.
Left here?
Yep.
2349. One 75.
72.
475.
Getting voicemail callback.
Oh man, this reminds me of the old days. Kate chasing Gary Rolfer.
2350.
Good old Gary.
Noise complaint.
Push up the spot at reasons where the next entrance is around.
Is it that one?
Yep.
4147, go again.
I think there was a squad coming to Regions that just pulled in where the next entrance around the south entrance.
Copy, squad that just pulled up to Regions. They're going to be at the south entrance.
Somebody's at Regis.
Is this a vent? Blowing that steam out?
Bravo 147.
Well, looks like all the combatants left in that white vehicle, huh?
Mm-hmm.
301, send me his call. Start that way.
Northbound on Carlton. Unless they came
301,
back in that
looks like
vehicle.
his ID keyed up on channel 2, but I didn't catch what he said, so I'll check and I'll let you know. Hey, that's for a transport car. Did anybody dispatch that yet?
Bravo 147, were you calling me on 3?
I want to make sure you're code 4, and then I saw you're in channel 2. Are you good?
Yes, I am. I'm sorry. I realized I
Right here a little bit.
switched over to 2.
How about that?
Strange spot to work.
301, copy. Thank you.
Hold on. Is that
Thank you,
running?
That's what I was wondering. I'll turn mine off.
Yeah. No, that was us.
Morning 4 cleared over the gas station.
Number 2351.
Well, it looks like whoever was fighting here over on King, according to the cop, they said that they got in the car and drove off together.
November 8,
A little strange, but
Yep.
usually in these situations, there's one guy that's really, really drunk.
Without fail.
And there's the rest of them are trying to get him under control.
Copy at 2362.
We are back to Ohio and George. Come on out and say hello again. Sorry we had to run to that fight call.
Copy.
How's it going? Good. We're good. Thank you. Sorry we couldn't stop earlier. We were checking on that call up there. Pardon me? What? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Good. Oh, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, he was on the city council together with me, and did a great job. Good labor, good representative of labor too. You know, put a lot of time in there. So yeah. Yeah, say hi to the rest of the family, cause yeah, I know.
Have a good night.
Thanks for saying it. Anything we should know about your neighborhood, or are you all good? Anything we should know about your neighborhood, or? Awesome. Have
That's
a good
what
one.
we like to hear.
Thank you.
210.
640
nice.
Jackson.
Thank
Bravo
you for
147 requesting help with the transport.
coming out and saying hello.
Route.
2354.
That's always nice.
Well, it's good to know people are supportive of what we're doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the alley, 283.
Seem like a really nice couple, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, really nice.
Copy with male party in the alley. Time 283 Aurora 2354.
Keep that in the back of our mind. 283 Aurora in an alley. Squads out with a couple
Okay. Sounds
in
good.
case it goes bad.
And by the way, most of you probably haven't heard this, but they're over there just south of 283 Aurora where that call is, and in Revue, there's an officer that works at the public high rises. Some of them stay in the high rises, and his squad car was parked out front of the building on Revue. What's that, probably like 280, 290 Revue? It's anyhow just south of where this
280.
280 Revue. And an explosive device was placed or thrown under his car. And so they've recovered it all. They're trying to determine what the extent of the explosion is. You know, the car didn't blow up, but was damaged by the explosive device. And it was in some type of encasement, not just a firework.
Right.
So obviously not everybody loves the police, but that's a serious, dangerous threat, of course, and you know, it is possible for an explosive device to start the gas tank on fire.
Oh yeah.
So, but it wasn't widely reported in the media, but just so you know,
Affirmative. No answer on 2 callbacks.
a serious event.
Copy 2356.
All it takes is a couple crazy people to return us to where we were in the late 60s, early 70s.
110.
Yeah, don't want that.
So, Yankee Bravo Tango 9026.
Copy with plate 2366.
24. Just do the other dangerous with this one, and I'll head up to Energy Park. Check that out.
Just a quick little view. This is, of course, I mentioned the Peanuts characters. This is one of my favorite right here.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Can you see him?
Oh, yeah.
Now that is a classic. Over here at this old restaurant, the taco house over here.
1539.
Charlie Brown.
Yeah, you want a good taco, come to the taco house. Let me tell
Charlie
you.
Brown in his sombrero.
Street on a suspicious black sedan parked adjacent from the building for the last 15
I don't think I'm
minutes.
gonna hit anything back
Occupied by
there.
one.
Coming.
177.
There you are.
177.
Charlie Brown in his sombrero.
Prior address will be the better address.
That's what's great about St. Paul.
177, I copy any of the parties. I'm selling some
Charlie Brown for everybody.
For a domestic that occurred in apartment 1, the comp is with her.
177, are you referring to Snelling and Minnie, or the prior Pierce Butler?
The plate on that car?
Didn't see it.
I can hear them
I think
from
there is.
Haha and Snelling.
It definitely wasn't well lit. Well, there is a white light to the a requirement to have your license plate illuminated. It's not often enforced, but this one's just. I didn't see a plate.
No, there's no plate.
2358.
Is there a sticker there?
Don't see a sticker either.
Oh, you are a Jeep expert. What kind of Jeep is that?
That's a Liberty, I believe.
The Patriots have the little X for the taillights.
No, that's the Renegade.
Renegade. Well, this car also has a faulty muffler. That's what drew our attention to it when I drove by. And then, of course, it does not have a license plate on the front or the back. We're gonna see if we can coach this person.
Getting a call from Pierce Butler and Haha for the same thing.
Assuming that there should be a plate on there.
This doesn't feel right.
Well, use your full light there.
2318.
How you doing?
2359.
Your back window was so dirty we couldn't see that permit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey, how long do you have before your plates?
I don't even know. I ain't even look. Look on there.
Is this your Jeep?
Yeah.
How long ago did you get it?
Probably like a month ago.
About a month ago?
Yeah.
All right, I'll take a look at the date and let you know.
Hang on a minute, I'll back you up a little bit.
Yeah.
Give you a little better angle there. They're yelling at us out the window now, Ben.
Say what?
People are yelling at us out the window.
Bravo 209.
Bravo 209.
The other region's off duty called for a squad. Has a car.
Bravo 209. Can you look at the call region?
The other region's off duty called for a squad to come down and do a quick transport. What's the status of that vehicle?
How's it going? What are you?
We're heading your way. Be there in about a minute.
We'll pull around. We'll pull around.
0 minutes.
I hope it's something good and not a rock of coal in my sock. You got something for us?
Hi.
Oh!
Talking about chocolate Twinkies all the time we were at Walmart. And
Oh,
we found
thank
the
you. You know what? This is very timely. I'm going to tell you.
Chocolate.
I don't often eat these right away, but I got to tell you, we've been talking about stopping at the Holiday gas station.
We watch you guys all the time, and we've been wanting to chase you down, and we see you were right over here in our neighborhood.
What street do you guys live on?
I'm up on Page and
Page
and Dodge.
Yeah, it's a good neighborhood over here, isn't it?
We love what you guys do.
Oh, thank
really
you.
Awesome.
What's your
Really
first name?
Thank
What's
you.
your first names?
My first name's Matthew.
I'm Amanda.
Amanda.
Good to meet you. I'm Pat.
Yeah, we love you guys. You guys are great.
That's awesome.
Thank you for
It's nice to see that you guys actually care, and you know, it gives a better eye for the public about the police.
Appreciate you saying
my
that.
teenage son to watch because he wants to do he's talked about military school.
Yeah. How old is he?
He's 16.
He's
Can
in.
we get him on a ride along?
Well, when the COVID clears up, yeah, we'll get him on. We
That'd
gotta
be
wait till
sweet.
April when the
Well,
COVID.
we're hoping to get him into the Police Explorer program. So.
You know,
Oh,
you should
very
do
cool.
that.
Yeah.
Was he in the West Side Boosters at all for sports or what?
No.
He's had
They haven't doing much because of the COVID.
Right.
this year.
No, it has been in the past because.
Yeah, and he's had a lot of educational mishaps, so he's
Okay.
catching up now.
They all do, don't they?
Yeah, they really do.
All of us, especially now, it's tough with this.
You know, and people always say, you know, I wish I would have paid attention better when I was younger. You really wish. And we try and tell these kids, but they don't want to listen.
And it's tougher now. They got more distractions, don't they?
Right.
And the damn phones. I mean, I have a 15-year-old still. My other kids are all older, but I have a 15-year-old, and that phone is such a distraction from homework. You know,
Right.
that it shortens the attention span, right?
Well, and it doesn't help that they don't have books anymore.
Right.
You know,
It's all on the computer.
everything's on a computer.
Yeah.
What happened to carry? I mean, I get it. We have back problems now, but you know,
You're-
because
I'm
we
a-
have 50 pounds of books.
I don't know how they do it, but somehow they manage to navigate. Their brains are reprogrammed to read stuff like that.
They're supposed to be
They
the
really
guinea pig
are.
generation, I guess.
Is that what it's called?
With all the technology,
I went to school for computers, and my kids are more advanced than I am.
All I know is it's been a long time since I took my junior class typing class.
I'm doing this still.
And that's my biggest downfall. And I'm not a very good typer. Like 33 words per minute when I'm looking at the keys. You know? My wife was younger than me, you know, significantly younger than me. She's like can type 90 words a minute. I missed that there was about a 10-year gap there where they didn't force us to the keyboard.
Right.
You know, now all these kids they're
Right. At least it's just a swipe now. You know? I mean, when she text messages, she just kind of. Can I try that? You know?
Oh, I can't do that.
It spells
I can't
things
do
all
that.
Backwards, like I got, you know, ADD or. I mean.
Yeah, I wasn't a very good speller in high school. I mean, I was pretty good at math and science, but spelling was the worst. Now they fix everything for you.
Right. Right.
Thank you,
Well,
gentlemen.
Thank you.
Great.
Thanks a lot.
Thank
They're
you.
awesome.
Thank you.
And I just want to get a plug into No Joke Tattoo Studios in White Bear Lake.
You got it.
All right.
Is that where you work? Is that your work? That's where you work?
Yeah.
Okay, well, good.
Very cool.
You deserve
Come
it.
and see us. I'll give you some free tattoos.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Love you guys.
Take
Thank
care.
Now that was a Twinkie.
362 Essential DOC.
Mint Center.
Reference arguing neighbors.
That's a perfect Twinkie for Christmas.
Copy, bro.
Let's go check out that car just flew by.
At 567.
Thank you very much, you guys. That hit the spot.
That one just turn it?
Well,
Or the one with the flash?
yeah, no, the one turning. That's the one. Jump, jump.
Clear right.
This looks familiar.
Yes, it
This
does.
is where we were last night over here on the west side. Oakdale and Annapolis.
You know
Well,
what? This might be a gray LeSabre.
to make any sense about this car being here, they would have to turn left into the neighborhoods. Oh, there you go. Sorry about that. Otherwise, coming up Cesar Chavez from the freeway and then coming this way is... We're looking for a LeSabre?
Yeah.
It's good I got you to remember all that stuff.
Okay.
238 Uniform Tango Mike.
We're good because there's just one person in it and not like the person we're interested in. But I've got the plate for Tommy.
Okay, let's send it to our 238
Just
Uniform
did.
Tango Mike.
Yeah.
All
184, these are GOA with
I'm just gonna let them go. We'll just turn around, let them know we're the cops. That we're
210.
210.
I always wondered how this street got named Woodbury.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense, really, did it? You know, not really in Woodbury.
I'm not sure if it actually is a LeSabre or it's a different kind.
How's it going? Good. We just saw you go down Chavez just a hair fast, but you're all good. You coming home from work or what?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I work at Michael's.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Well, which Michael's?
Michael's Pizza right there.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Well, that's been a cop stop for ages, you know.
Yeah.
I used to work over here in 1981. I got assigned over here, but you weren't even born then. But we used to hang out at Michael's all the time. Is he still doing carry-out pizza?
Yeah.
And that awesome fried chicken?
Yep.
How late are you guys open normally?
On weekends, midnight, but on weekdays, 10.
So you're closed now, huh?
Yep.
She said, well, I should have known that 20 minutes ago. We've been looking for a place to eat.
Oh.
Have a good night.
You too,
Thank you.
Take care.
Not 100% sure how she was coming west on Cesar Chavez if she's working at Michael's. You know that, right?
Oh, yeah.
That wasn't the right direction, but she was a nice enough person. Maybe she knew that cops like Michael's.
Could be. Yeah, that is a good spot, though.
Yeah, I was a sergeant over here for a couple years.
You know, we're just down the street, it's just over the bridge.
Yeah.
295 Goodhue, grandson trying to break the windows with rocks.
Do you want me to go down Smith, or do you want me to go?
I'm thinking probably Smith.
I guess because then I gotta
Let's see here.
get up on George and fly down to Smith, or I could go right across Wabasha and slide down. But you're the navigator on this one. Still impending.
1537.
Maybe they'll get it. Yeah, we'll go across Wabasha.
537.
Slide up.
10th and Jackson, possibly coming from the Jimmy John's, the red sedan with the alarm going off.
Clear right.
Ready.
9 minutes.
Clear.
All right, we might. I'm gonna see if Holiday's open. I'm not. The Twinkie was awesome. Love it, but I need a hot dog.
295 Goodhue,
Oh, there it is.
DOC, grandson attempting to break cops' windows.
Okay.
14-year-old named Angelo, no weapons, also stating he's going to kill himself.
Well,
Not your call for additional health screen.
all right, we'll keep going.
Yeah, with that information.
10 minutes. And stand by, I'll verify.
You don't want a 14-year-old to hurt himself.
No, we don't.
Do you think just take 7th Street down
Yeah,
there?
I think so. Clear.
213. Clear report under PCN. Happy 11 minutes.
You know, I guess I gotta say this River Center, XL Energy, it's all a beautiful complex. It's just beautiful, right?
It really is.
Thank you again to Randy Kelly for helping to get it built for the Wild, and for Norm Coleman for all the work that he did. I mean, it's an exceptional
Squad
facility.
222, TC has not started medics. Would you like
Clear
to
right.
get them started as well?
110 advised.
Copy, 12 minutes.
Take a left on Smith.
Okay.
Can you go again?
Clear.
We'll let you know.
Copy, thank you, 12 minutes.
What do they got going here? Here? No.
No, next one.
Traffic.
Holy mackerel. Have you eaten there before? I haven't.
It's a tattoo shop.
Fairview
Right.
University, which is 090.
Well, they must have vending machines while you're in there.
And we're going to take a right on Cliff.
So
right?
it's not a fresh seafood place? Oh. I was wondering. I guess that's what you say after you get the tattoo, right? Holy mackerel.
I think this is it.
Yeah, it's gotta be good. Well, I wonder if we should. 14-year-old wouldn't be driving probably, but what do we got for addresses here?
57.
257 or?
Yep.
Are we going to 92?
95, I think. Just about there. Should be this one, I think. That's this one right here.
Okay. Let's go take a peek around the corner here, see if we got anybody wandering around. I'm assuming if he's in the house, he's relatively safe. If he's outside, he might not be.
126 on code 4.
126, good for 14 minutes.
Oh, alley.
No alley. Seems like a couple St. Paul cars are on the way here. Most they want to be here in case he bails out. There's somebody ahead of us there. That's where we're going. That is a place to jump. There you go.
Right there.
Over there. One or two people? One with the shadow?
One. Yep.
210 assistance.
Well, let's go see if that's him.
Copy,
You good with that?
Yep.
2 case number is 268-543. 268-543. Copy, thank you. You're welcome. At 15 minutes.
How's it going? How's it going?
Hey, good. How you doing?
Good. What's your name?
Matt.
Matt, good to see you. Everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine.
All right, buddy. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. That wasn't our guy.
That was a good thought, though.
321. Can you put me on a service
Pumpkins
squad
out there still.
out at 2030 Wilson, please? Should be 2030 Wilson. at 16 minutes.
The heck are we now?
126 clear over the cab with 128.
So, we're on Superior now.
Yep.
Sorry about that.
This is a
Tangletown.
confusing little tangled area. Is this it?
It's one block over, isn't it? One block over here to you, and then right there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the second house in.
Let's just wait
Oh,
for
there they are.
where?
There's some folks right on the porch. Wonder if he's still here, if he left.
Hi! Is Angelo here? Well, I tell you, just hold on, okay? We are on mute for a little bit, just because it's a juvenile issue. Hit that button there.
Okay, we've got our volume back on.
St. Paul Police has arrived, and we've turned the call over to them, which isn't going to be that great of a call because these are always very difficult figuring out how to handle them. The young man actually did not break a window, even though he was maybe acting out, attempting to. But the adults in the house feel he needs some additional medical assistance, so the St. Paul officers will have to sort that out. But to make it more difficult, one of the people is very sick with COVID inside the house. So you can see what officers are up against. They had one positive COVID case and 2 others that are possible. And here's a classic example. We would be glad, we would never object to a mental health worker going to this call and handling it, but that particular call is a great example of where a mental health worker would not have the tools in their tool belt to deal with the conflict that's going on there.
Right.
So for those people that want to change things, people in crisis, emotionally disturbed persons, usually those calls require someone with the ability to put a parameter in place before just the services are required. So there you have it. People that think they can redesign the way this has been going. That's the most amazing part of this whole conversation to me, is people act as if we haven't been redesigning police work all along, you know? Every year we're redesigning the way we do the job. Constantly figuring out a better way to interface with the community, and community policing and problem-solving policing, neighborhood-based policing, national night out. I mean, we're constantly figuring out a way to make the profession more in tune with the community.
Constantly evolving, constantly having more training, constantly adapting to community expectations.
And we've had training in mental health, crisis intervention training. Our officers are, trust me, we sympathize with every person that's struggling with some form of mental illness, and we want them to get success, but we also know that those causal factors can cause a situation to go downhill very quickly.
Yep.
So
officers are dealing with dozens and dozens of calls involving a mental health issue every day. So thousands upon thousands a year, and almost all are successfully resolved.
Bravo 425.
yeah, it's
Bravo 425.
hey, we wouldn't mind having a mental health worker in the back seat that could help, but it's not as if they could go there by themselves for most cases. Well, for now.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, it's the whole terminology. Politics is strange now. I'm talking about politics of people that want to impact policing. You find a catchword and try to drive it home, like we have to reimagine or reinvent policing.
All right, I guess we're getting a lot of comments about. Why don't you pull over for a second here? I'm gonna mute for just a second here. Our volume is back on.
Did you go on that call or not? No?
Yeah, we were at DOA.
Oh, the DOA. I was just telling people that's the worst call ever.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Live stream.
we are. Yeah, we had the sound off because we were talking about. Reportedly, there's.
We've got it back on.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going to turn it
There's
off.
a car following us. We get people
All right, we're back with you guys. Hi. Yes.
Okay. He's hailing down cars, I guess, huh?
Oh, I think we can mention that and acknowledge our appreciation.
Yeah, no, we do appreciate the people that were warning us about
20 minutes.
cars following us. We greatly appreciate it. That we are familiar with the individuals in the car. Well, they don't pose any threat. On occasion, they are.
They've
on occasion, they cause you to wonder. How's that? So they're not dangerous people.
But thank you very much
Thank
for
you very much.
your
Because
awareness on that.
someday there might be one that is.
Mm-hmm.
How did our viewers know that?
Hey, I'll tell you, we've got some amazing people riding with us.
Going back to holiday, Pat. Sorry.
I think that's a very good idea.
I gotta get some quality substance. Or as Adam Sandler would say, quality H2O. Quality H2O.
He's one of my favorite characters.
He's such a talented guy. Although I couldn't watch him in this one where he was a drug lord or something. That was a movie that was out. I mean, I'm sure he was trying to break character. It was a serious movie where he was being, I forget what it was called, but I just can't imagine him in a serious role as a drug dealer, you know? So I watched the 5 minutes, I said, nah, swipe left. But he is so talented. That Mr. Deeds, a lot of people haven't watched that Mr. Deeds movie, but oh, that was funny, man. Where he gets them all the money from his. Turns out his mother was a housekeeper for a millionaire.
Oh, yeah.
But the guy that played in Transformers, the agent from Sector 7, he's the butler in there.
Mm-hmm.
And he's the one that actually ends up inheriting it in the end. But he is so funny, man. I love good humor. There's nothing better than good humor. You're gonna have to watch Tommy Boy once or twice too.
Oh yeah, that's on my short list.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of funny actors, good actors, there's one guy who I'm generally not very fond of. That's Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yep. Oh yeah. Borat. Yeah.
But there is an outstanding movie in which he plays a dramatic role called The Spy.
I heard that, yeah.
And it is phenomenal. I believe it takes place in the 50s or 60s, where he was an Israeli Arab who got into the upper echelons of the Syrian power structure.
Yep.
An absolutely amazing movie.
I gotta watch that.
His best part.
I gotta watch that. He hasn't put the gas in yet, that guy. So to get a little closer parking spot here, but We're at the Holiday, Wabasha and Plato. We're gonna go in and get some sustenance.
Oh, and somebody just mentioned Adam Sandler in a dramatic role called Uncut Gems.
That's what it was. I that's what I was telling you about. I couldn't. For me, it was just too hard to watch him in that role because remember he was the remote guy where he could click his life forward and back.
Right.
There's just too many funny things. Billy Madison. Park at a pump. Do you want anything? Are you coming in, or what do you think?
Yes.
Yes, you're coming in.
Please.
What's the code?
I need
on the bathroom. 6 something, right?
Yes.
I know there's a 6 in it. We won't be in there long because we're gonna get back out there. But do I have a mask? We got a bunch in the back seat. I wish those kids would pull their pants up. At least they got colorful underwear.
Indeed.
What is this Jeep from? What we have here is a failure to navigate. This must be one of the only places open, huh?
I guess.
But,
they're busy.
so, just wait a minute here until. Actually, let's not wait, because the longer we wait, you never know who's gonna.
We'll be right back, folks.
We'll be right back. Turn the radio up, put the scanner on.
9173, we're called for.
Listen to what's going on.
Good,
Good, how are you? Well, thank you. Thank you. I hope it's not too boring.
Oh, it's not boring. Must be a slow night for you guys.
A little slower than last night, yeah. But it can change rapidly, though. That's fast, you know. You just never know. Well.
Sponsor. You can send me Nathan Jackson. I'll advise. Copy Nathan Jackson. Suspicious at 35 minutes.
That passenger's also got a warrant.
Copy. Passenger also showing a warrant. Anyone, you can show me out with 06.
Copy of 36 minutes. Anyone, 71?
9171.
273 and 74. Need another squad. I can start there from the PD.
Anyone 73. 9174. We're controlled for now. Copy. Would you like any further assistance? Negative. Not at this time. Copy. 7-1. You can remain clear.
Copy.
37 minutes. Squad 3926, status check.
We're code 4.
Code for it, 37 minutes.
213, I'll be in the area.
Copy 30 minutes.
6, squad 9171, can you assist?
126.
71 copies.
Thank you, 38 minutes.
The 5 days out.
Copying for the comp, the male pal has gone outside. Yeah, 30 minutes.
Squad's 4438 and 4431. City to Little Caesars for a commercial burglar alarm, 1688.
213.
Person who was watching this on camera, is it in the ramp or is it on the streets?
I will call back and verify.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
126. We're up here speaking with the parents. The middle half isn't needed for anything.
Flight 10, did you copy?
I think you 10-9.
For 126, the male house is not wanted for anything.
Copy that.
40 minutes.
510, I'll meet you in the lobby. Sounds good. 362, I copy your route to the DOC, 380 Wheelock Parkway, apartment 342. Copy. At 40 minutes. $44.69.
4469.
Recode, this is a civil issue. It's supposed to be clear advised. I'll back 3-1.
Copy, 41 minutes.
Tango.
4493 Tango.
You can add me to the alarm call.
Squad 213.
213.
Tom doesn't see the suspect anymore. Unknown direction of travel on Jackson, but he did advise that the lot you guys are in right now, he was walking through. He's watching from the parking ramp.
213 copy. We'll be out with one in that lot.
Copy at 41 minutes. The 13, I copy your note to 825 Seal Street, number 1302, on a noise complaint of 41 minutes.
$44.31 arrived.
42 minutes. for Nancy Tango amount.
43 minutes.
4469, same traffic.
69, copy.
$44.31.
4431.
The back or the east side of the building is all secure.
Copy, the back of the east side of the building is secure.
Alright, 37 downtown Beach, DOT, good night.
Copy, have a good night. 4432.
We'll be right back.
4469 in front of the building is secure.
Start the car up.
Copy, front of the building is secure.
Gentleman over here that wants to get our picture, so as soon as Pat's out of there, we're gonna take a picture with him. We'll be right back.
I got one in custody.
He would like his picture
Squad
back.
371, can you change this to civil? 371, copy.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Say hi to your wife. Thank you.
Copy, 46 minutes. 103926. I'm going to go ahead and change the address.
You did.
to 2237
You broke
Follow.
down and got some food?
Yes, I did.
Perfect, thank you.
Welcome, 46 minutes.
Ah,
Someone thought they heard somebody trying to get in our car.
I got a couple messages about that too.
268572.
I'm gonna have to have a bite of this sandwich.
47 then.
This apparently the holiday claims this is the only holiday open. I don't know if that's true, but that's what they said, so I'm going with that.
I'm going to mention that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know, I was going to mention this earlier.
Hold on a minute. 1 second. Got a chase on LTEC 1. We don't know where it's at. It could be anywhere. Okay, go ahead.
The sheriff's office community outreach team is accepting toy donations for children of all ages through December 22nd. There's 3 sheriff's office locations which are going to have a drop box at the front entrance so that it's a contact-free
Westbound crossing 196th Avenue.
donations.
196th Avenue.
So there's the Rice Street substation at 780 Rice Street, the Water Patrol Station at 5 South Owasso Boulevard, and the Patrol Station in Arden Hills. If you go to the Ramsey County Sheriff's Facebook page, you can get all the details. Be nice to take care of some kids who may not have as much as some of us this season.
And we're partnering with a lot of inner city church personnel to identify the families. One other thing, tomorrow from 3 to 5,
Squad 2438, 2454.
Lake Owasso boat launch. Lake Owasso boat launch. We're doing a toy collection there as well. And Santa is going to be there.
When's that?
Tomorrow.
Nice.
Well, now,
550, what was the last? East West Street.
now it's today.
A party named Scott. He's requesting medics at this time. Scott is described as a white male, about 40 years old, heavy set, wearing a gray shirt and jeans.
10-4, you picking back up.
3 to 5 Lake Owasso boat launch on the north side of the lake.
I saw it at the tail lights about a mile ahead about time. The steamer's not still down, but there are ways up there.
Thank you for 9 minutes.
That boat launch is
You can clear all squads, 12 point billable, my Delta 93 saying we're just out there, we'll take this home.
Our speeds are at 80, 85.
just off of Rice Street in
540 to be clear.
Owasso.
He may have gone northbound, I don't know.
Half a mile west of the Burger King
there.
there.
I saw tail lights spin on. Going north on 175th Avenue from 160th Street.
10-4, and we are advising Wanton County as well.
So that's in Wanton County.
Oh, okay.
Be advised, I do not see him westbound. He must be going northbound back there.
Chase from Wanton. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Wanton. I'm gonna look it up. You look it up for me, will you?
Yeah. What county?
Wanton. Just see how to spell it. I feel bad that I don't know how to pronounce it. Anybody listening from Wanton County? I mean, I'm sure it's. I suppose that guy's going the wrong way. What do you think, Pat?
Yeah. Sure is.
He's about to figure it out, though.
Echo Zulu Zulu
Seen
454.
this car earlier tonight. How are you? Good. Where are you coming from? Where are you coming? And where are you coming from? Where are you coming from? And where's that at? Same pub. What's the address? 587 Holly. Do you come this way normally or not?
113.
Where's your home at?
You have a drop, what is that?
101 East 10th Street?
Copy.
Yeah, because you're in the wrong way. You're on it one way. Just checking to see how familiar. No, it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. But I'm just asking you a question so I can determine if you're intoxicated or not. And you don't seem intoxicated, but you can. In 2 minutes of talking to you, I can say that you're sober and you just made a mistake. Have a good one. Thanks.
3609 shipping pursuit. Let's keep checking the area.
WATONWAN.
So how are the syllables connected?
It doesn't say. So, Watanwan or Watanwan?
Is the T still online with the com? Can you step up right over right now?
No, it's. Let me see it again.
Copy, will do.
Wanton. I bet the wa is. I bet it's wa before you say what. Wanton. Wanton. Okay.
1644.
And tomorrow's Toy Santa Drive, thank you, Jeremy,
Two vehicles that are
is
full
at
of
Turtle Lake Boat Launch.
Tom's property. Driving up and
Oh,
down
it's
the
Turtle
street.
Lake.
Yes.
Sorry, I thought it was Owasso.
In front of the house. One vehicle. in
Social
black
distancing
sedan.
and masks are
He has an
required.
open line.
Now,
Trying to
Turtle Lake
gather
Park
information. They're not
is at
answering
4979 Hodgson Road.
at 53 minutes.
53 minutes.
2208 Martin County. I'm south on 130th, approaching I-90.
371.
What time did we restart that stream, you know?
Yeah, I can tell you in a second here.
Yeah.
2 hours. 2 hours ago.
You're welcome. 875.
123.
123.
I'm clear assisted march to 113. I'll take it now when I hang up. That should not.
Copy area 1 to 47 Snelling Avenue South on a hang up. No answer on call back in 54 minutes.
Location to the LAC. Starting mileage is 272.
Could you pull over 1 second? I don't really understand that. Okay.
A3 copy.
Five minutes.
Miles south of Welcome on 263. West on 110th Street.
That was a good ham and cheese sandwich. Both the first one and the second one.
It's going fast. I'm losing sight of it. I can't pick up the speed either.
And this is not a bad smoky cheddar, hardwood smoked sausage in a soft baked roll.
Must be something good with our windshield tonight, because you see that capital up there?
326, I'm pulling up.
Just looks like
326 pulling up.
clear, right? Distinctively. The shadows, the lighting. We're listening to this chase. I'm not sure why, but
1040 just headed south.
in Watonwan County. I think I got it down now. Watonwan. It's all where you put the accent on the right. The accent on the right syllable.
Copy, that's the way I came. I didn't see it. I looked before I got in the area. Copy.
He went south on 115th Avenue from 110th Street.
Well, there's the Best Western Plus Hotel.
Eyes on.
Oh, what's that?
Street, 115th Avenue.
Do you have him there with you right now?
Negative, I'm just following.
10, are you following that car?
10-4.
Seems to be a little
Did you hear that?
confusion in Wantanwa.
Mm-hmm.
Going south on 120th Avenue, off of 105th Street.
Have we even been down here? We
No.
started going down here.
220th Avenue.
We tried to. We never made it here.
Never made it. Well, we're going to turn off that chase on the LTAC 1 and just get back to Ramsey County traffic.
5181 Tango traffic.
5181 Tango.
East Snelling Service Drive at County.
That one on 1.
Yeah.
I'll go to 3 on here.
Okay, another 2 over here.
One second, I copy and interrupt the noise complaint at 1924 Ford Parkway, apartment number 7 at 1 o'clock.
1900 block of Ford Parkway. Don't get many calls down there.
No, we don't. What a difference 24 hours makes. Last night, a Thursday night, was just crazy busy. And now but tonight, you know, it's all been steady, but a lot of pending calls that couldn't get dispatched.
One
110.
You can clear this GOA.
I'm going to have to get the weather report out here and see what's
Copy, 101.
A couple of people have commented our hood is fine. The hood is good and tight.
301.
The camera is lined up right along the top of it, so you're probably going to see some movement.
Yeah, it's because of the stabilizer, though. The car's going up and down. What, do you think it's loosening or what?
Yeah, they think the hood is unlatched.
We have a car right on our tail now. I hope it's a good guy, not a bad guy, but I'm going to turn here. What was it?
And he didn't go real fast when he went around.
No. So we are on Grotto and Charles. Headed north on Grotto. Looks like we got a green light. ATM. Green light.
It really is unusual to see all these clubs and bars that would normally be packed on a Friday night. Nothing.
I just want to stop here. I know I mentioned this once before, but we're at Thomas and Avon, between Avon and Grotto. Most of you will probably know this, but this is Ryan Park. You can kind of see the sign over there, Ryan Park. And I worked here, you know, I started in 1977. I almost forgot the year. 1977 here as a young patrol officer, and did most of my patrol work here in the Midway District on University, and well, as did Pat. But so in 1984, I think it was, I had actually been promoted and moved someplace else, but I ended up coming back here as lieutenant, if you remember.
Mm-hmm.
There was a robbery, a murder at Ryan Plumbing on University Avenue, and the owner there, Dennis Ryan, was killed. It was a terrible thing, and he had a wonderful family, and he was beloved in the neighborhood for, you know, anytime you have a plumbing store that takes care of people, you know, people appreciate you.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, he was the kind of guy that would, you know, give you some credit and, you know, let you pay him later, and just a good person. And, I mean, there was a lot of business people like that in the 70s and 80s, but he was murdered, and his son is one of the survivors, Greg Ryan, but the park was named after him a few years after his murder. I think his murder was 84. I don't know when the park started, 89 maybe, but
326.
It's a little funny how history ties together, because his son, Greg Ryan, is the one that you see signs out for regularly. He has run for Congress several times.
Right.
13, we
and, very nice man, and good person, good values. But I always, whenever I drive by there, I just think of, you know, having worked this district, and having known what a nice man he was. Just, it reminds me of, the reason it made me think of it is, reminds me of what happened to that innocent person on Snellingen University.
Absolutely.
So.
And with Mr. Ryan, a lot of people have some strong suspicions as to who that was who did it, but we just can't prove it. There's not enough evidence.
There you have it.
1, 2, 3.
113.
1, 2, 3. I'm clear SNR. Can you show me on the teams? Thanks.
You know, another one from that same time period that still haunts me sometimes, and I'm sure you'll remember this. In one night, I believe it was at Dale and Central, and then over by William Mitchell School of Law, someone ran up behind total strangers walking down the street and shot and killed them. Unsolved to this day. And once again, with strong suspicions as to who did it.
Yeah, we really need your help in solving that drive-by on Snellingen University. And I know there are some people that
almost looked like they were trying to catch up to somebody.
Yeah. There are some people that watch our live stream that actually know some people inside that criminal circle.
Mm-hmm.
So when you hear things, and truth of the matter is people always talk, let us know. It's like he was searching for a car, huh?
Mm-hmm.
We are going to go home by 2 o'clock, though. For those of you that are wondering, should I stay up, should I not stay up? Rest assured, in 52 minutes, we'll be signing off. I'm not sure this is going to change.
This is one of the longer ones.
So we're southbound in Victoria from University. Sometime we gotta come and bring a step ladder so we can switch that sign. Remember that sign that's crooked? The Victoria Aurora Fuller sign?
Oh, yeah.
You tried to reach up to? It still hasn't been corrected. So 3 o'clock tomorrow at the Turtle Lake boat launch. I'll post it on my page later in the morning after we wake up, but I don't know why I thought it was a wassail.
Because we got a lot of lakes.
Yeah. Just do this. Watch this. Hey Siri, how many lakes in Minnesota?
Here's an answer from worldatlas.com. Land of 10,000 lakes, Minnesota has 15,291 lakes of over 10 acres, but only 11,842 officially recognized by the Minnesota Department of Natural Resources.
Thank you, Siri. Now, is that great or what? 15,291 lakes is what she said, right?
Yep.
Only 11,000 recognized. So if you're from a different state and you don't have a lot of water, it's one thing great about Minnesota. Only thing is, it's not unfrozen all year long.
Definitely not.
Isn't technology amazing? Remember when you used to watch those sci-fi shows?
Oh, yeah.
I would talk to computers. Hey Siri, what's the population of the city of St. Paul, Minnesota?
In 2019, the population of St. Paul was 308,096.
There you go.
That's great. 2,896.
I think it was 280,000 when I started on the job.
I thought it was like 250. Let's find out what Ramsey County. Hey Siri, what's the population of Ramsey County, Minnesota? No, we have like 4 phones in here, and that one's answering from in the glove compartment. Oh my goodness!
So the answer was 550,000.
Was it?
Yeah.
I didn't hear it. It was in the glove compartment. The heck?
326, clear this. Assisted comes added. 324.
There's a lot of different answers in that computer.
Yes, there are.
And 326, can you message me?
I remember when I was a kid, one of the James Bond movies, someone asked him the time, and he pulls up the sleeve on his impeccable sport coat.
Yeah.
And it's a digital watch. And everybody was like, what is that? That was the first time anybody had seen a digital watch. And they were hundreds and hundreds of dollars. Yeah. And now nobody wears a digital watch. But if you do want to buy one, you can get it for about $6 at Walgreens.
A Casio digital watch. Yep. Now you have your choice. You get your Apple Watch and it can give you 30 different faces, right? What has the world come to? Well, it's getting a little noiseless out here.
Well, we know what happens oftentimes when you say things like that. AJN 008. AJN 008.
Alpha Juliet November 008. Oh, hey, there's the Truth Center. Get your light over there for me, will
Oh,
you?
yeah.
Mickey Frost doing great things to help kids over there in the corner, northwest corner of Selby and Lexington. 8 to 18. That's, of course, not the address, but kids 8 to 18 years old are getting help choosing the right path in life. It's probably no more important activity right now. So if you need help with your child, you live in the neighborhood here.
Felony for a subject who assaulted and threatened to kill others. Does have a handgun pointed at other parties earlier in the day. Suspect 12324.
Break for traffic, 4 and move probably much 211.
Well, this guy is obviously in a hurry.
Happy
So
Walter Chase.
I don't know what's going on there, Pat, but we have definitely got to go figure that one out. I don't think he knows that we are who we are, but where did he go?
Down that he went down the street.
No, I think he went in there. Where'd that car go? Right here. That's what I thought. Yeah, he came out this street. What's he?
Okay.
Is he a worker or what's he doing? Yeah, working. Delivery or what?
No,
Cook?
Yeah.
Tell him to slow down next time. Otherwise, he won't have a car to come out to. Thank you. Thank you.
And information for the counselor to Stephen Darius Nick in 1997-0606, driving a blue Hyundai Sonata with no plate.
Blue Hyundai Sonata, no plates.
He's a cook. What are we cooking at 116? Get many calls in here.
No, this has quieted down a lot the last few years.
Funny thing is about police work, so the officers get to bid their shift
201
and their district.
201.
By union contract, they get to bid what hours they're going to work, which of course is pretty normal.
Thank you.
But then they also get to pick what part of town they want to work. Well, in the old days, well, not the old days, but I guess when I started Pat 2, there was 6 different precincts instead of 3. And there has been 4, but so we used to be able to bid our precinct 2, and we also could beg the sergeant for.
213, I copy an to 1170 Cushing Circle. Color advising email.
You can beg our sergeant for certain assignments, right? Well, there's a lot of different personalities in this job, and that's okay. But some people would want to work the busy districts,
right?
And every once in a while, there was a couple of people that wanted to work the quiet districts. But the majority wanted to work the busier districts. But it's not unusual to have a couple officers that would rather work, Highland, St. Anthony Park.
And I always had a dream of being the Frogtown car, 135.
Yeah.
And finally was able to do it. Worked it for quite a few years.
Yep. That was the busiest car in the Western District. And actually back then, it was the busiest district in the city.
Right.
And over time, the east side precincts got busier.
Yep.
But back then, that 135.
You were what, 133?
Well, I was 113 usually because I was working
that's right.
midnights most of the time. But yeah, but of course, at midnights you kind of roam wherever.
Exactly.
Wherever the action is.
Kind of the nice thing about the midnight
213
shift.
copy, shots fired at Cherokee and Baker.
Cherokee and Baker.
So we have a shots fired call, which
201 copy.
No response, this is 213.
212 clear for.
this is what you call a dead
Copy,
street
119.
right now. Holy moly, nobody's out here. Look at that. Oh, there's a car down there.
Unreal.
We'll head down toward Randolph. We can run over to the west side if it turns out.
222, are you calling?
Turns out to be anything.
210.
210.
What's my call coded?
POC.
It's a little weird. Huh? Is there a laundromat
Case for
there?
domestic. It's advised with comments at 222.
That lady walking down the street. Just
Copy, 120.
sure she's all right.
326.
Maybe there's a laundromat there. I
326.
don't know.
This is GOA with 324. Why don't you send me the other 4th Street call, please?
You all right? You good?
Copy, DOC at 668 4th Street, 120.
Too bad. Gentlemen, but I'm sure that car is fine, but don't you just hate it when they turn as soon as they see you?
That's what's called a boulevard stop.
Yeah. She's worse than me. She's probably afraid of the car, though. I can't really fault people when they got somebody following them and they're worried about who they might be. Just keep driving. If you're a woman that think you're being followed, this is where those stolen show up, though. Remember? Right in here.
Oh. 326.
Hi.
Go ahead.
This is GOA. Why don't you send me that domestic?
Does your window work? Hey, oh, we got the back one. How about the front one?
Copy, domestic 679 Geranium. Is there a spot to assist?
Everything okay? Okay, very good. She never did figure out how to open that window.
324 copy. Her nephew refusing to leave. He's screaming and pounding on the door.
Yeah, this is where the stolens from the other side of Snelling were showing up right here on this street.
Black jacket.
Aldine,
Picture
Ashland,
domestic.
and Laurel. In fact, I found one here. That one guy found his own 2 cars here. That was maybe right before you started working together. One guy found his own 2 cars, and then I came back the next day and found a 3rd one. He had a GPS on the one, so he found the one, and then he came back a couple days later, had 2 cars taken, and he found his other one in the same spot.
No kidding.
And then I found a 3rd one when I came here, and there's somebody obviously lives there that's dumping stolen cars.
Right.
But who knows? Try to put the pieces together. Try to collect the clues.
So I just got a glimpse of a very funny comment. Sometime when we pull up next to somebody like that,
yeah,
we're going to have to say, "Do you have any Grey Poupon?"
Grey Poupon? Okay, now that would be funny.
Now that was good.
That would be funny.
I can't get back to who that was, but whoever said that, thank you.
Now you're talking. You know, it gets funnier after 1 o'clock. A lot funnier. Or we could say, "You got any grapes?" Probably don't know that cartoon.
Don't know that one.
People that have kids know that one. You got any grapes? No, we only sell lemonade. I've told you every time. We only sell lemonade.
Oh, which cartoon is that?
Oh, it's a little kid one. I've raised 3 little kids. You got any grapes?
Well, I raised some little kids too.
Yeah, okay, well then
Just
here we
don't.
go.
I guess I'm not as attentive as you.
Let's just see if Siri's good enough. Hey Siri, show us the cartoon that says, "You got any grapes?"
Okay, I found this on the web for show as the cartoon that says you got any grapes? Check it out.
So this is amazing. This is amazing that the Siri is that freaking smart.
So it was what? Let me.
You go pull it up.
I gotta look.
I thought it
here.
would play it for us. See if you can pull that up.
Should I play it?
Yeah, play it. Play it. Play it. Hopefully it's on a speaker. Yeah, you're complete. You can keep. You'll find it.
I'll get it. Come on. I guess I'm not all that good at this.
Well, I mean, the thing is, people have to have kids to get this. I'm sure.
Oh, we're getting a lot of answers. It's the duck song.
Yeah, that's what it says. So, see, a lot of people are familiar with that
Yeah,
stuff.
let me look it up here. There it is. There it is. I got it.
Hopefully it'll play on our speaker. Maybe not though. Here, give me the white cord here.
PPV, Keller Park.
What cords we got here in this car?
I gotta push media, don't I?
Go ahead, try it. I don't know. I'm gonna pull over so I can help you.
Because I'm not doing very good on this.
I don't even think. I mean, thankfully it's so slow we can even play this dang thing. But let me see if we can do it here. I don't know. Sometimes.
Okay, Bluetooth doesn't work when the USB is in.
We only got to this crazy point in our drive because you said something about the grape pond.
Got any grapes?
Got any grapes?
The man said no, we just sell lemonade. But it's cold and it's fresh and it's all homemade. Can I get you a glass? The duck said, I'll pass.
I'll pass.
Then he waddled away, waddle, till the very next day. Bum, 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 ba-dum. When the duck walked up to the lemonade stand, and he said to the man running the stand, hey, bum, 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 got any grapes? The man said, no, like I said yesterday. We just sell lemonade, okay? Why not give it a try? The duck said, goodbye. Then he waddled away, waddle.
Well, obviously we're not going to play the entire song at the risk of copyright.
You know, I'm going to be falling asleep here in a couple hours.
You're going to be singing.
And I'm going to be hearing the duck song all night long.
Well, you should really, when you get home, you should play the whole thing. The whole thing, the duck song.
Sherman Dale with 164 Lima X-ray.
Well, folks, like we told you many times, with Bob and Pat, what you see is what you get. And you just saw an example of what a couple of cop partners will do on a slow night.
Got any grapes? No, we only sell lemonade. That store guy gets madder at him as he goes. Then there's a little punchline. But oh, that reminds me. Turns out, I mean, that's the classic duck song. They made a couple other ones after that. So there's a whole series of duck, part 1, part 2, part 3. So. It's important to give the Highland Park residents a little bit of patrol activity, even though they don't get many calls down here. I don't know if many of them watch our broadcasts. We don't really know who's from where until they tell us, but if anybody's watching from Highland Park or McAllister Groveland or, you know, probably all sleeping, which is what you should be doing. We got your neighborhood covered. Got your neighborhood covered.
321.
Fairview and Juliet southbound. James and Juliet. I think I mentioned my dad lived on Juliet and James when he was little.
I'll give you the rest.
Lived on James first.
Code 4 and 1012. Copy.
Ah, we have a Highland Park resident on right now. Lives just a few blocks from where we are right at this moment.
Awesome.
Got some folks down on Bayard.
110, code 4.
Yeah, my grandma
110, code 4, 131.
Skoglund, Nestor and Marion Skoglund lived on a 1400 block of Bayard, not too far from Cretan. Great neighborhood. Nestor Skoglund. I don't know if I ever told you this, but I think I might have mentioned I did some research on the last name Skoglund. Turns out that he changed his name when he got here because there was too many Larsons. Yeah. I went to Murdoch, Minnesota and read up on the old history of my great-great-grandfather.
321.
And they were actually a Larson family.
321.
Didn't know that till I was 60 years old.
Somebody was saying they grew up around here in the 60s. And they rarely saw a police officer, but they remember Officer Wally. Wally Freiberger, right?
Wally Freiberger.
Wally Freiberger, a St. Paul Police Department legend.
Classic, yep. Nice man, too.
Sure, sir.
He retired about the time I started, I think.
Yeah, he left right before I came on, so that's about right.
Copy 132.
We really were very fortunate. We had a lot of outstanding role models.
Yeah, and a lot of them were military people. You know?
Yep.
I'm not going to go down the hill because I'm afraid we'll lose connectivity down there.
Yeah, we probably will.
So I'm going to turn around here a little bit. But it looks pretty quiet out here in Island. We did have a rash of burglaries a couple months ago. Pleased to report, you know, between efforts of the St. Paul Police Department and some sheriff's deputies, we made a number of arrests out here and seem to have curtailed a lot of them. I will say, though, that with Christmas coming and thieves knowing that there's presence inside houses, be extra vigilant now, and especially since, as we know, the sun sets at 4:30, have lights that come on at 4:30, 5 o'clock, so otherwise they're going to drive by your house at 5:30, see it all dark, and they're going to know no one's in there, because nobody goes to bed at 5:30 nowadays.
So if you go to work and you know you're going to get home after it gets dark, leave a light on, maybe even turn a TV on, so there's, you know, like shadows going on inside the house. Get a timer.
Yeah, the nice thing about TV is it has a little sound to it. People, if they're outside your house, they see movement. Lights change on the TV. It's not static. It's a changing.
The information is squares of 72 hour pickup that will issue by squad 371 and set to your screens at 134.
Charleston, Marion, started Central Sun.
645 pounds. Information at 134.
Ford Parkway.
Copy, that's the vehicle you pulled over.
126, I copy your note to 1191 California to assist to PLC towing.
Not another car in sight.
And vehicle do not match the plates at 134.
All quiet out here, which is good.
Are you 1012?
All quiet on the western front.
110.
Baseline 321, the call.
The only thing that would make it safer is we should just
close
the bridge.
463 Charles Avenue. Caller advising that there is a female party at the address stating that she...
That's the one drawback between law enforcement is we still don't have great radio communication across the river.
No, we don't.
From Minneapolis. And we don't have any idea what's going on right across that river. Unless they notify our dispatch center. We do have radios that can monitor, but it's already enough frequencies that makes it difficult to monitor them.
Right. We're trying to listen to 6 channels as it is.
Plus LTAC, which is a 7th, and then car-to-car frequencies. But that is the infamous Ford Parkway Bridge there. And we are going to head north on Cretan.
Black Ford SUV with the plate that you pulled over on November 793 was trying to drive the comp off the road. That comp is the black Ford
Pinehurst
that is also pulled over near you. And it said that
and we're checking these streets as we drive by just to make sure there's no suspicious cars for you. You can't see us looking left and right. That's Highland Parkway.
And I'll have a central squad responder.
Eleanor Rigby. I don't know. I was a pretty big Beatles fan when I was a little kid. I don't know about you, Pat. I know maybe they weren't as big down there.
This is sacrilege for our generation, for me to say.
Oh, don't even say it.
I won't.
You mean you didn't watch the infamous Ed Sullivan show?
Oh, of course I did.
Oh, okay.
They were first introduced to the American public.
No, I wouldn't say I wasn't like the girls that were crazy over him,
but I do know.
One caller, 1387 Burns, advised to the north.
You do know, go ahead.
Possibly off of that street. They heard about 8 shots. Nothing else.
It's a really big shoe.
It's a really big shoe. We got a really big shoe.
631 on that way.
Don't forget this guy. And a 1, and a 2,
and a 3.
Lawrence Welk.
Dear Lawrence, yes, sir.
See, I gotta honestly say that Lawrence Welk show was really pretty well done. I mean, nowadays they would say, hey, no, but I mean, they some quality music there back in those days.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So still northbound on Cretan. We haven't seen a car moving. When we do see cars, we grab the plate, run them, make sure they're not stolen in your neighborhood, because usually burglars like to use stolen cars to commit burglaries.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. The days of joyriding, of somebody jumping in a car and just taking it from point A to point B and dumping it, are pretty much gone. Cars are stolen to be used for other crimes.
That's Jefferson we just crossed. Some beautiful lights there in the northeast corner of Jefferson and Cretan. Thank you. for taking the time and energy to do that. It takes a long time to really hang things in an ornate way.
222.
It's okay with 201. Can you guys head to east? Squad 361 is out with a male saying he was assaulted at Charles and Marion. They're currently at Salem Boulevard and Meade Lane.
Charles and Marion, Charles and Rice, they've been very busy for a while now.
Some bright lights coming at us, huh? Let's see if he can dump Dylan. I couldn't read that plate.
Me either.
What?
Some of these lights are so bright these days, it's not even sure if they are the lights.
Like a black and pale, but we got one. We got the right one already on the black and palace, right?
Right. Still looking for a maroon one.
Someone yelling? Well, we better go back and see who's yelling to us. We don't know if they were yelling to us, around us, at us,
or at someone else.
But we're close enough to the college. I don't think the college is open though, is it? I don't know. What is it?
I don't know
either. Squad 361.
Oh, here he is, walking down the street. I think he's talking on the phone.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
300.
300.
Why don't you check on that?
Can you put me out at the LEC with 329?
How you doing? All right. What's happening?
Yeah, we have 142.
Nice. Have a good night, you guys.
361. Can you make 222 on channel 4? Yeah. 141.
Alex Lucas with franchise.
Yes, it is, Kendall.
Can you say when this happened?
Day before yesterday.
We are eastbound on Grand from Cretin, coming up on Cleveland.
Copy. An officer took a report yesterday from him. He asked when
There's the infamous Devani's right here on the corner of Cleveland. And I'm just going to tell you.
Yes, it is.
Okay, this is going to be a little bit embarrassing because, you know, when you first want to take somebody out on a date, you don't want to go too heavy or too light. But the Devani's is the first place I took my wife out to get to know her.
Well, that sounds like
Right
that
there,
was a good
Devon.
idea.
Yeah, you know, it was. A lot of people say let's go out for lunch, but me, let's go out for pizza. Right there, Devani's.
Would you like to go out for some tea?
I hope she's home smiling and thinking about it.
222 on 3.
Assuming it's a good memory.
Copy 222 clear out.
Absolutely.
Squad 323.
Devani's Pizza.
323.
En route to children with a juvenile female.
Capping round children's at 143.
What'd she say?
She says you made her pay.
That's not true. Pretty funny, dear.
You guys have an amazing marriage. I gotta tell you. Love you guys.
I think we're actually a good match.
I think so too.
The best part is we're both.
Show me the area.
We're both late night people. You know.
Yes.
You know that's
stopped being a late night person, but now you turn me into one again.
And affirmative. Still just first call.
Copy, I'm checking.
That one's free.
Squad for 0200 EOT, Squad 171.
So there's the Italian pie shop on Grand Avenue. Actually, it's gonna go back here real quick.
173, good night. 175.
Once these places open up.
177.
Squad 361, you code 4.
184.
There's some great restaurants here.
Negative.
185.
At 145.
45.
The Italian pie shop is awesome. So is the Grand Catch. You know, but I gotta tell you, if you really want something different and awesome, come to Sheesh, that Mediterranean kitchen.
I've heard that.
I love that place.
Have a good night, 145.
That's some of the freshest food, and you know, but I usually go to Sheesh.
3650.
Of course, they're closed now, and get that Mediterranean food, and then finish it off with a piece of pie.
There you go.
So that's I gotta highly recommend that. Sheesh Mediterranean.
No, I don't. I think I remember you saying you're not a fan, but I heard that they have lamb chops.
They probably do.
And that is one of my favorite foods in the world.
Probably do. Yeah, I don't know that I'm not a fan, but I just.
Squad 362.
I guess certain things I like, you know.
Yep.
Copy. Any other squads for 2 o'clock EOT?
But see, I used to go there with some Somali friends because
squads have a good
I spent a number of years working with the Somali community while the voters gave me a break before I came back, which was a good thing for me. And because all the countries in Africa were colonized by the Europeans, with the exception of 2, Ethiopia,
321.
To a lesser extent Liberia, but Ethiopia is really the only one.
You can do my call on the 361.
Somalia was colonized by the Italians. So they came in the late 1800s and they were there till 1960. And so there's tons of Italian influence, and a lot of the food that was developed in Somalia had a pasta or had an Italian Mediterranean. Of course, Italy is one of the Mediterranean countries, so not unusual for Somalis to enjoy Mediterranean style food because of the Italian connection.
Mm-hmm.
Having said that, of course, the bulk of Somalia was an Italian colony, but there was also a British colony in Somaliland, and then a French colony in Djibouti in Somalia. So the country is now really broken up into 3 main sections. And of course, the northeast quadrant of Kenya and the southeast quadrant of Ethiopia are predominantly 85% Somali as well. So Somalis believe that all those parts should be unified at some point. And that's why the Somali star on the flag, which began in 1960, is a 5-point star. 5-point star indicating the 5 different areas of Somalia that should be unified under one. But they're not there. Ironically, the British who colonized Kenya took a vote and promised to turn over that northeast quadrant to Somalia, but never did.
Oh, really?
When they granted independence to Kenya was allowed to keep it. And the southeast area of Ethiopia there, the Ogaden region is still 85% Somali. And there was 2 wars there in the 70s and 80s, 2 wars to try to get it back from the Ethiopians. But neither one succeeded. In fact, the second war was the precipitation. The people rebelled against Siad Barre, trying to force other clans into the war, you know. And so actually that was the beginning of the Civil War, which led to his downfall in 1991, and Black Hawk Down, and et cetera, et cetera. So it's fascinating history. I mean, I spent 8 years of my life studying Somali history, and I got to tell you, I mean, you can do that for any country over there, but
your knowledge of Eastern Africa is amazing.
Just enjoy learning, and so it helps connect with the Somali people when you understand some of their history. So we are eastbound. Looks like the speedway is still open there. Eastbound on Grand Avenue. Coming up on Victoria. See if they got the boards off the windows yet. What do you think? What do you think?
We'll see.
Oh yeah.
Yep, they're gone. That's
Pottery
good.
Barn is beautiful. Boards are gone. The Billy's sign says thank you, love you. I haven't seen a car here either, have we?
No.
I think it's time to go home.
Yep.
I think our work here is done.
Yeah, we are wrapping it up at 2 o'clock tonight, folks.
Finishing up on the Capitol Mall, huh?
Yes, good idea.
I could turn those wipers off.
I think we are 9 minutes away from it being an automatic shutdown.
What did we start at 10?
I think so.
Really? Nah, we must have started later than that, right?
568.
I'm not sure.
Well, either way, we'll meet that deadline. Slide up the summit. Well, I think they had the light show again tonight. But
Oh, yeah.
of course, covered that last night.
Squads 321 and 322.
321. 322.
He's out in the front yard here.
1286 Hazelwood Street, apartment
sidewalk.
303 on NDOC. Reference the ex-boyfriend pounding on the door, refusing to leave. Cortez
How's
Walker,
it going?
black male,
Good.
30,
It's out
5'6",
out
average
walking?
build, gray jacket, blue jeans, blue tennis shoes.
All right, have a good
He is
one.
known to carry a pocket knife. Pounding on the door.
Actually thought when I first saw him, he was up by those Christmas decorations.
He's on probation
But
and will be aggressive with officers.
just the
and
fact
will
we were
fight.
here will probably have some impact,
And
huh?
we have the comp on
Oh,
the
yeah.
line. You're supposed to stay on the line with us.
Just out walking. The thing is, here's the thing about people out walking. They usually don't have a large backpack on their back at 10 to 2.
That one is
Right?
Makes you think.
Makes you think. A lot of Christmas decorations out here.
Yeah, there are some pretty elaborate ones.
What's that up there? Is that like a ghost? A ghost? Oh, that's. Who is that up on the roof up there? This looks like the Abominable, right? Just like an Abominable.
He doesn't look like a friendly
He's
Santa.
an Abominable Santa. Oh no, he's the one from, you know, the orthodontist, the little kid that's trying to, the Island of Misfit Toys. You know, Rudolph.
Yeah?
Oh, don't tell me you're not familiar with the Island of Misfit Toys.
Squad 210.
Hey Siri, play We're on the Island of Misfit Toys.
210. And a Central Boston copy. 175 West Kellogg Boulevard on a suspicious. We got a call from security advising there's a white male sitting inside the stairwell saying that there's a male chasing him with a gun, but we don't see anybody. No further.
Where would that be?
201 copy.
It's gotta be...
And 201 copies at 155.
River Center?
I think so.
175 West Kellogg. Gotta be on the north side.
And a little further here, there'd be a white male in the stairwell. He used the call box inside the ramp, saying that the guy is chasing him with a gun. And then he hid inside the stairwell for the past 5 minutes.
It is the River Center.
Well, we're close enough. We should slide down there, huh?
Yeah.
Not that we're certain there's a guy with a gun, but it sounded like the victim himself called, huh?
Mm-hmm. From a call box.
I didn't know we had call boxes. We used to have call boxes
in the ramp
when we first got hired.
Oh yeah.
3-1.
And you were
Quarter shots fired.
you were considered real salty if you had a call box key.
Yeah, back in the day before radios, officers could have these boxes to call in. Police officers would drive around. There'd be metal boxes. There's still some around, I think. No one knows what they are, but they were still there when I started working.
222.
But
222.
So then they started.
And that squad that went to detox a little bit ago
Sounds like
advised
they're
that
on
they
the
think this might be
parking ramp.
the same guy. About the people following him.
Yeah, I think this is. Well, it could be in that ramp. It's in a stairwell, huh?
Yeah.
But there's a ramp on this side too.
Yeah, there is.
Thing is, I know from personal experience, you can't be down too many floors in this other ramp. Well, maybe that's why they got the call boxes. I'm just gonna check this one first.
10 squads for Kellogg Boulevard. Now the male saying he's having a problem with his vehicle and he walked away. Last seen walking down the stairwell to the street. White male, flannel, and should be a black and white Camaro.
We're gonna let. So it could be this ramp or it could be the other ramp. This one I think actually does have call boxes because the phones do not work down there. Vouch for that. And it could be that stairwell as well. But since it doesn't appear that it sounds like the officers have had some familiarity with who they believe this is.
321 squads pulling up at 1.
There's a lot of people driving fast. Where are those guys going?
I don't know.
Either. It was like a couple squads were zipping. Our job is to look for a guy with a gun, anyhow. Not necessarily the victim. So that's that's what they're going to the air where they're going. This is 129 ramp.
Whoops.
And we need to go to 75 ramp. So it's the new ramp. It's the new ramp.
So. Clear.
I bet it's this new ramp over here.
326.
Okay.
326.
Comments added assisted with 324, and we're going to have to haze with until they're code 4.
I don't know.
Copy at 159.
Well, let's go up to the Capitol and call it a night.
Yep.
Unless you see a guy with a gun rolling around out here. Sir Patrick.
Yes,
Sir Patrick has a nice sound to it.
I kind of like that.
Sir Patrick. Yeah, I think from now on, I don't know, there's only 1,000 people still listening, but we should refer to Pat as Sir Patrick. Yeah.
I respond to Saint Patrick as well.
Well, Saint Patrick. There's really nothing good that goes with Bob. You know? Saint Patrick.
Bravo 488.
Bravo 488.
How's it going, bud?
You put me on a citizen call. Call 4.
There is our beautiful capital.
Copy at 2 o'clock.
Well, I just want to say that I know we don't get a lot of time to answer. I mean, we do have regular jobs
Out at 2 o'clock.
to answer all the messages and the texts and the Facebook messages, and we apologize for that. But we do spend a fair amount of time trying to roam through and get a flavor.
We do.
Right? And, you know, even when we get home tonight, I'm sure both of us are going to roam through as many of the comments and stuff as we can. And,
210, can we call back and see if our subject is still on?
you know, I've even talked to somebody else in the office if they could help us respond, but I
He was not
I don't
on
want to
scene. The
make it
comp
that
couldn't see him anymore on
formal of a thing. But we're trying. But here's what I do want
Sorry,
to
what am
say
I
is,
asking? Is he still in the building or is he?
both of us have got a greater appreciation for what people are living through, going through, and just the personality of America, you know? Because every time you read someone's comments or nice comments, it number one, it makes you feel good. Number two, because we run into people that are homebound and really, you know, enjoy getting out virtually through us. It's
Bravo 488.
it's a rewarding thing when
Absolutely.
when we hear from you.
On the trips to 1140.
So thank you for all the feedback, and you know, we do feel enriched and blessed by your friendships, even though we're not able to get back to all of you in a timely fashion. If we eventually try to work everything we read, we can't be reading in the car all the time. You know, I obviously can't. Pat's got to be looking for those stolen cars.
Right.
But you know, thank you, and we will see you probably. Hopefully we'll do one evening next week before Christmas, but we won't be working Christmas Eve or Christmas. Maybe the Sunday after there.
Yeah, we should all be devoting our time to our families on both of those nights.
Especially you men that are listening on YouTube, because we know demographically there's more men on YouTube. Get out and buy your wife their present early. Don't be trying to expect the Super America to be open on Christmas Eve. So, splurge on her, gentlemen. Splurge on her.
Absolutely. It'll pay you back in spades. And, well, I do have to throw this out there because a couple people came up with the appropriate title for you. Lord Fletcher.
Yeah, don't go with that. I'd rather go with
Remember that place on Lake Minnetonka, Lord
yeah.
Fletcher's?
Yeah. I ate there once. They didn't give me a deal either.
But yeah, this has been, you know, it's nice to have a quiet night. The reality is that a quiet night is good for all of us. It is good for the citizens. It is good for the cops to get a break. And I think we still, there was a lot that was seen tonight, a lot that was done tonight. And thank you for joining us.
Yeah, and one more thing. If that term was true, would that mean that my wife is the queen?
Well, there you go.
Well,
I think
we'll pick that up after the holidays.
I think that's appropriate for your wife, as a matter of fact.
There we go.
All right. Thank you, folks. We will see you sometime next week. We don't know which day yet, but you will get some advance notice.
And we will post some information about donations to the Sheriff's Office toy drive for kids. So check our Facebook page tomorrow afternoon, after you watch college football for a while.
There you go.